It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery from darkness. Our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready. It's Thursday night.
Last we left off, Bell's Hells, upon returning from their chaotic time in Bassaris, losing Laudna, then regaining Laudna after traveling to Whitestone and beseeching the heroes of legend, Vox Machina, to help bring her back, or at least the members of which they could find at the time, returned to Drusar to find Lord Eshtaros slain by Odahan Thul. You were bequeathed in some of his last paperwork the skyship known as the Silver Sun. You continue your journey in a direction you had previously been wanting to set sail towards, which was the city of Eos in Ashanador, the city of flowing light. Deciding between the two different paths you could take, the longer journey, but safer one, or cutting straight across the Hellcatch Valley, but a more dangerous route, which is why most skyships do not traverse that deeply over the Hellcatch. Along this path, a few nights have gone through, mostly without incident, and then one night there is a flare of the Ruddy Moon Ruidus that seemed to, trigger some sort of uncontrolled outburst of the lycanthrope form within Chetney, forcing him to attack his two party members, Fern and Orem, who were on deck during that time of night. They managed to hold him at bay until he was able to regain himself. But the mystery still stands as to why now and why this. Simultaneously, Imogen, you were pulled during this flare into another dark, red-stormed dream, one that seemed to exert a different balance of power and control than you had grown used to. At the end of this dream, as you plummeted towards the ground at terminal velocity, you awoke, and in a fit of inspiration, cast a sending spell, reaching out to your mother, to which she responded, Imogen.
What? Are you all right? Another dream?
Yeah.
What's going on?
No, I had a dream, and it was awful.
Okay.
I saw my mom in it, and then...
You saw her?
Yeah.
Like a physical form?
Yeah, and then I just woke up, and I just tried to send her, talk to her, and she responded.
Okay. She did, what did she say? More context.
She said Imogen.
So she's alive?
I mean, she's gotta be, right? If she's responding, she's gotta be.
I mean, this is wonderful. Maybe she's at Eos. Maybe that was where she was last seen.
I should send her, I should talk to her, I should send her something else. I should find out where she is,
Can you send messages across other dimensions?
I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works. I just...
This whole time? What if it's been her in your dreams?
I've always heard her voice.
Oh God. All right, well, yes, as you said.
Send her another message.
What do you want to say? Should we workshop this? Should we write it down?
I mean, there's so many things, obviously, but I should probably find out where she is. And if she's safe, and if we can see her, right?
How are you feeling about it? I mean...
You know, I haven't really processed that just yet.
Sure.
I'm just gonna... Just gonna send a message.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Are you all right? Where are you? Where have you been?
Okay. Just kind of let the final words linger and hope for a response. The anxiety begins to build in fear that might be the last of it. And then you hear her voice come through again. I'm fine, Imogen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for how long I've been gone. I'm okay. Are you okay?
Why should she just keep asking questions? She knows I gotta keep... All right.
She didn't say where she was. So it feels like the most important thing that we kind of would like to know. Oh, great, but you're right.
I can talk to you one more time.
Okay.
All right. If I'm being honest, things are hard. You might know that already, though. Where are you? I want to see you. Can I see you?
It's great. Really good drives.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Factor. Yeah.
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm sorry it's hard. I'm sorry for cursing you with this burden. I left because I was a danger. I couldn't stay without knowing what I am.
What did she say? What did she say?
You begin to hear her voice in your head once more. She casts a sending spell in your direction.
She's got powers.
Or she has powers.
Oh, I don't know what powers.
You can't see me because you need to stay safe. And the further from me you are, the safer you'll be. Far from me in this destiny.
This destiny has caught up with me, regardless of where you are physically. It's all happening. I could use your help. And your knowledge.
Another sending spell comes to you from her.
Yeah.
I love you, Imogen. More than you'll ever know. And that's why you have to run away from me, Imogen. As far as you can. Run.
I'm tired of running, Mother.
Are you all right?
She says she's a danger. But I don't see how she could possibly be more dangerous than Odahan.
I'm sorry. Truly. We're going to find out about this one way or another. Whether she helps us or not.
Yeah.
I just hope, because I care so deeply about you, that this doesn't open up more wounds and cause more harm than good.
Laudna, you're back. I can't possibly be sad right now. We'll figure it out.
Of course. And I don't plan on going anywhere. Again. Ever.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
You want to maybe go get some fresh air on the deck?
That's a good idea.
Oh, here, have a nice little you shrug. It's chilly up there. You see your desert, it gets cold. We go up to the deck. Oh God, what's happening up
You go
here?
to the deck and you just see. Yeah, you change back to your form.
We were just gonna come down there, actually, to make sure you were okay.
Why are y'all all bloody?
Had a bit of
Whose blood is this?
a little bit of trouble, but we're all right.
The moon flared, red, ruinous. That's not normally a problem for me, but I guess it is now. It brought out
Beast. All right.
A little different than you were a bit unreachable, you know, and he attacked us. But you know, maybe it's just a fluke type of a thing.
Oh,
That's not the moon that usually does.
no, it's usually Catha, but as Orm pointed out, maybe precautions are needed at night now.
we just start tying you up at night.
Buddy system.
I know. I can see that. That's
What? For
Yeah.
safety? Yes.
Yeah.
Pervert, don't go in a weird place.
You all right?
yeah. My mom's alive.
What?
Yeah. She's alive.
Did you
Wait, what?
dream that?
Yeah. And then I talked to her. She wouldn't say where she was. But she's tied up in all of it. I know she is.
You don't think that... I don't know, she has some sort of connection to Odon already.
I think she does. I don't know why I think that. I just do.
But what'd she say?
She said she got away from me because she was a danger to me, and she didn't want me to suffer the same fate as her, and she inflicted a curse upon me, and I asked her where she was and that we needed her help, and she basically just said sorry.
A curse. You know, some people call the gift the burden of what I have a curse, but I don't look at it that way. I mean, I think some people can actually remove it. Do you think you could remove your powers?
I don't know.
One man's burden is another man's gift.
Would you even want to?
At this point,
Is that how it goes?
Yes.
I don't know if I would. I don't think so anymore. There was certainly a time, but that's before.
Well, if she wants you to stay away, that's only going to be a problem if she's in the middle of what we're headed toward. And if she is, we're not stopping.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a moot point. Glad you found her.
Me too. I'm gonna keep trying, I think.
That's great. Your mom's alive.
Yeah.
The both of you wake up. You know, you come online.
Well, smiley day to you.
It's 2 a.m. FCG.
Oh, sorry.
What? Oh.
Oh God, I feel like I missed something great.
Did I do that?
No, he did it to himself.
He did it to himself.
You guys were fighting?
I mean,
Yeah.
So this is the thing, we attack our own people now.
No. It was just Katha, the moon, the big one, before, but now apparently the red flare of ruin is... It felt weird. It was like a compulsion, like an itch, and it's never happened before. So maybe...
Do you remember doing it, or did you go black?
I just remember the itch. It's always kind of there, like you're kind of looking in on somebody else's dream. But yeah.
Red. Oh, okay. Red flare.
My question is, how many of us might turn on us?
Raise your hand if you think you might turn on everybody in the group at some point.
This is a problem,
I
right?
definitely would not.
You are actually the one I worry about most.
You've exploded.
You shady bitch.
Never.
Clearly hiding
Never.
something. Get your hand up.
You've exploded. I tried to kill somebody. You tried to kill us.
I still don't know what's going on with Delilah.
It wasn't me,
Exactly.
it was Hamilton.
Oh,
But, you know.
God.
I think you have to worry about me. Orm's gonna limp out of the room and go back up to deck. Is the moon still up? The root is still there?
Yeah, it's just not flaring. It's just kind of normal, dull,
I'm gonna sit
brown
on
red
the front of the
stuff.
ship. Continue.
Oh, Orm's the best of us.
We knew that, though, right?
Yeah, we do.
I feel like we
We
knew
did
that.
know that.
What about you? No, it's just your moral compass. It's
Yeah,
just
no, any moment she could swing us.
What do you mean? I would never.
You're like me, except likable. Don't even.
Thank you.
I'll admit the volume seems to have gotten very loud on the sort of bad and good that I'm used to, but I feel like lots of bad isn't unusual.
Oh, well, to your point. The closer we get to the Apogee solstice, and the more the moon flares, and the more we have people who want us dead, I think it's just... We just have to be there for each other. It's that much more.
Excuse me, actually. I'm gonna leave.
Who all has had an incident with the flares? You have. Chetney has.
What's that?
Who
Incident
has
with
an
flares.
incident with the flares?
I'm still clean.
No,
Oh, you
you're
just
not.
did. You just had
Sorry.
Literally, we're just the last one to have one.
Have you?
You?
Me and Chetney.
You and Chetney. Okay.
still two sevenths.
Let's keep racking him up.
Are we? Is it like a round table thing, or are you next?
No, I was just seeing if there was some type of connection, but
There is, because your root
Yeah,
is
your
born.
family's your ruin is born, your family's fucking around with the Nightmare King. He's trying to build a telescope somewhere or do something to the moon.
yeah, but
Orm has him tattooed on his arm.
who?
Orm, he's in our group.
Oh, the moons are on your arm.
We should rest, right?
Yes.
We should finish sleeping.
Yes, so.
Up top, sitting on the front of the ship, are both moons up or just Ruidus?
Both moons are up, but Katha's like 60% waning.
Okay, so Orm eventually pulls out the sending stone. And on the front of the ship, just sitting with his feet dangling off. Hey. Eos bound. Found them. They're killers. Bigger than we thought. Riegel Dorian. Astros is dead. Glad you're not here. Wish you were anyway.
I'm gonna come walking up from outside and sit down next to him. Hey. I don't know. I've been getting a little introspective lately. We keep calling you the good one. It feels a little unfair. I know you're not okay, but don't know. This is feeling like too much. All of this.
Probably.
I definitely, I don't know, I didn't sign up for this shit, but, I mean, if we live, there's definitely going to be things that I'm going to ask your help with in my life, and, I hope we're at the point where you would ask for help if you needed it. And I don't know, we were talking downstairs and everyone just thinks we're all going to kill each other at some point, except for you. And I'd hate to be in that position. I don't know. That would make me really stressed to be the one good one. Not that I've ever been the one good one. It just sounds exhausting. And, I don't know.
I think we all have our own version of this. It's rough, you know, there hasn't really been any kind of a break in a long time. For you, I know.
A very long time. Although, again, this is... I don't know, is it a break to, you know, finally have some introspection? I don't feel like who I was not that long ago. I'm starting to think about things I thought I never would, and not big on new people, not big on human contact, general anything. And now this.
Orm's gonna really, like, carefully and purposely raise his hand up, and...
Yeah, no, we're good. Ooh, yeah.
You know, I don't feel like I can do it every single day. And I just keep waking up and trying to honor the people that I left behind. And now, you all. But I doubt it every day, and the only way that I manage to keep going is to look to you guys. I'd be up Schitt's Creek by myself. I was by myself. It's not great.
Yeah, no, it's not. Well, as a person who is professionally left behind, you're doing a really good job. And you should maybe take care of yourself a little bit before you actually do end up being the one who throws us all off a ship. I wouldn't blame you. And so you should go to sleep.
Hey, hold up.
Yeah.
And Orm gives him a big bear hug the size of a halfling.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, yeah.
Sorry, I know that's a double-edged sword.
Oh, yeah, no, it's good to be appreciated, I will admit.
And lastly, after Ash shuffles off to bed, Orm sits for like another minute. I miss you too. I miss you too.
Okay. You all eventually saunter off to your various chambers, some more exhausted or hurt than others, but an evening of rest comes to you, so you all get a long rest.
Yay.
Yeah, like it never happened.
On the start of this day, I'm just gonna ask the Changebringer for just a sign, if she can hear me. I want a sign today.
Okay, so you're out there and you're concentrating and contemplating the Changebringer's perspective or watchful gaze maybe falling upon his ship. You hear like a heavy smack just outside of visual shot.
a snack.
Bird strike.
Can you hear him off to the left?
I'll go look over the side.
You glance over the side, and you see there's what looks to be a collection of probably a dozen or so kind of small dog-sized bird creatures that are like all kind of like a flock of them flying up to the side of the airship, and 3 of them are like onto the side.
Oh no!
And has this creepy, like odd, like frill across its neck as it looks up to you and goes. And starts like climbing up towards you. What do you do?
Scream to the others. We got bird dogs. They're cute and bad.
What?
And reacts by rushing up the side. As it climbs, kind of flutters its wings a little bit to kind of catch up a little bit of speed in your direction, and it's going to go ahead and attempt to bite at you with its beak.
Go ahead.
That is going to be a 16.
That's my armor class.
That just hits you as it kind of streaks up and bites you. Who is anybody else hearing this?
I just saw this shit.
Yeah. So the rest of you kind of rush up to the top.
I jump off the ship.
And I'll go ahead and get him happy.
I've never seen it before, but it's still amazing.
Dozen, huh? Okay.
Like 20.
You see 3 easily up there. One of the other ones that's like climbing up the side here as it's squawking, and then something pulls it out of view.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
And this is when you realize that they weren't attacking the ship, they were fleeing to it. As these massive, like almost bestial, weird, like scaled claws hit the side as wings, big white leathery wings kind of as it pulls up, and you see what looks to be a dragon head and a lion head and a goat head as it climbs up onto the ship right there. By the way, Ronan picked this.
I played your son.
I asked Ronan what monster he wanted you guys to fight next.
Somebody's getting aggressive tonight.
Go home and tell him.
So technically it would be like, it would get right in the range with both you and Chip.
Oh, God.
Since you guys are right there, and the first things it sees as it gets on board. Nope.
Well,
it's gonna go ahead and take a multi-tack.
Okay.
So the dragon head turns towards you, Chetney, and unleashes a blast of fire in your direction.
Dragon, goat, lion.
Lion.
Yeah.
So that is 36 points of fire damage to you. What? 36 points of fire damage. 36 points of fire damage to you.
Am I within?
I don't even go here.
All right, that brings us to Laudna. Your turn with Chetney on deck.
Immediately going into my form of dread. So yeah, Laudna kind of like drops on all fours and starts to, you hear the sound of like wood creaking as her flesh starts to turn into like an old rotted bark, and branches sprout from her shoulders. And
That's cool!
What?
That is cool.
skitter back, and then I'm gonna go ahead and, because this feels like it's gonna be needed, cast Bane on the Chimera and these 2 chickens over here that are squaring up
Got it.
against.
So that's 3 Banes out of the gate. Oh, right. So Chet.
So I take out Esteros's walking stick, and I go, okay, old man, let's see what you were working with. And I'll say, done! And unleash the scythe within.
The blade just emerges in this flash of light, and you can see that kind of low hum, that kind of coasting over the edge of the blade as you kind of hold it. It feels unnaturally light for its size.
Ooh, I feel the power. And with my bonus action, I'm going to use Blood Curse of Bloated Agony on the Chimera.
You got it.
Ooh, good one.
All right, with that, Fern, you're up.
All right. Mister's gonna throw some flaming shit.
So he's loading his flame seed into the gun he got from Percival de Rome.
Yes.
Okay.
He's getting it locked and loaded.
God.
9 points of damage.
Nice.
Wow.
All right, are you staying put, or do you want to move?
Excuse me.
Can I move over to the ballista and sort of just get get close, ready to go.
And with that, Imogen, it's your turn.
Okay, Imogen is gonna look around and sees all the chaos happening around her, and all of a sudden she closes her eyes and opens them back up, and they're bright red.
Ooh, what?
And as she just closes her eyes to all of it, she puts her hands to the side of her head, and next to her, a red entity starts to form.
Okay. You all watch as this odd little pocket in the air just kind of seems to flare like a spiral of red energy. And as it empties outward, this creature pulls through, made of like red materia. Looks humanoid, but it's not fully there. It just kind of like wisps of red energy. It has kind of an elongated head, almost like it kind of stretches back wider and longer than though thin at the front, like than a human skull. Like a half xenomorph, if you will.
It's a new spell.
It's a rib spell.
And it just kind of emerges
Ooh,
right there.
What do you
just
mean?
make so fast.
What
It's
do you
semi-transparent, and it just kind of like stands there and kind of like glides into space next to Imogen.
I'm sorry?
And I'm gonna look over at it and just think at it. Attack.
Okay.
So they do
it just
psychic
holds its
damage.
arms out at the side, and you see like the red energy at the back of the head seems to almost intensify and glow, and as it does, one of the chimera heads like withdraws, and you see almost like a streak of red energy kind of flare off of its head as it does so, and the other head gets hit with another similar strike, and both heads kind of like reel like they just had an extreme pounding headache in an instant. Wow.
That's cool.
That finishes your go.
Yeah.
Fern, you're up.
Get off my airplane.
How do you do this thing again? I'll get locked and loaded into the.
Oh, right, yeah.
ballista.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are aiming this ballista at it. It is point blank, so I'll give you advantage in the attack roll, because it's literally right there.
This is a little close, but
Roll a d20, adding +6, but you have an advantage.
20 total.
Okay, how do you want to do this? So this is a massive ballista bolt. It's about more or less 5.5, almost 6 feet long,
God.
like solid metal with like a hooked blade at the front.
I'm just gonna make a kebab. So it's just gonna go straight through and then straight through the dragon's mouth.
Okay, it starts to fly up a bit, and then suddenly the rest of you hear this and watch as its wings just out like heavily, and the impact of it sends it tumbling up and over the edge.
Damn.
And it just limply falls out of the sky like a gnat that was swatted, and you watch it just.
Get off my airship!
That was cool. Ah!
I want to keep the
Oh, get away! Just get away from the chest!
What is
Get
that?
away!
Oh,
What is that?
is he going crazy again?
I'm just gonna tell it to move away from everyone.
What is that?
Yep.
What is this thing with us?
Yeah, I think so.
But it hurts us too?
Well, I mean, he just kind of hurts everyone.
Now 3 out of 7 of us are hurting each other.
Is he?
Wait.
Is he friendly? I'll go over and try and touch the leg.
You go over and touch it?
Yeah.
Your hand passes through it. It does have some resistance, but it passes through it like it's partial material. It's
Is it
almost
cold
ethereal.
inside?
It doesn't have a temperature beyond the air around it. Make another wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
With advantage.
Boy.
15.
No.
So you take
2d6.
2d6 psychic damage. The whispers that are in your brain
7 points of
strike through, and it becomes this threatening assault of hundreds and hundreds of thoughts
I'll take
and
half that
emotions
damage.
all at once, and you guys watch as Chetney's nose begins to bleed.
Step away from it.
Okay.
That's
Do they just stay? Wouldn't.
Yeah, what happens now?
What is this?
I don't know. I've never kind of done something like that before.
I kind of want to hit it, but I also like if I hit it, does it hurt you? Or, like, does it go? Do you swallow it?
I don't think so.
How did that even?
Make it go away. Make it go away.
I'm gonna tell it. Can you leave us?
It folds back into that same spiral space of energy, and it's gone.
Ow.
I mean, that's incredible.
And they flew off into the sunset.
Wow.
So you don't.
I don't know exactly where that was from. What that was.
How did you know to do
Yeah, did you try to do that?
Not exactly.
I feel like every time we have like an intense fight, you somehow have like find a glow up. I don't know. Like every time you bust something. I'm not complaining. In fact, quite the opposite. But wow, holy shit! Wow.
Is that is it a gift from Rodrigues?
Or, I mean, it did have some weird. Like
I'm not sure. I don't know.
That's a fair.
Like a
fair answer.
It was kind of
Body
cute.
flare. It was really cute.
Okay, Xanus goes, yeah, this is like, how many times are you all the best? It's really good. That was very scary, and I couldn't really do anything but try and, drive the ship, or it would go away and make us all die. So very nice that I could trust on you. I haven't seen one of those before. That was crazy.
That was pretty nuts.
We trust on you too.
Hey, as long as you kill the things that come to try and defeat the ship, I'm happy. So just pay attention, maybe. Let's not have any more chickens or bigger chickens. So approximately 2.5 to 3 days of travel, as it looks. You see now the Hellcatch Valley beginning to vanish as the approaching mountain range now gives way to what you know to be the Gloomed Jungles, Veloso. You see this massive gorge before you that the mountain ranges surround, and this rolling jungle of a unique color and pattern, like a textured blanket of canopy that's a patchwork network of white, pale white and gray and jet black with perfunctory bursts of blue and purple and red and rare splotches. This is not like a jungle you've seen before. These are the Gloomed Jungles. Eventually, you begin to feel the first hits of rain.
Rain?
And the storm begins to take over here. The first flash of lightning and the sound of thunder begins to roll over before Xanus goes, okay, this is probably not the best weather. We're going to go ahead and take it down for a little bit, and we're just going to see if we can wait out the storm. Just get on your stuff. We'll slow down here. Xandus kind of slows down, kind of rests gently atop one of the kind of softer networks of canopy.
Are we already in the jungle, though?
You're at the very beginning of the jungle. You're like maybe 6 hours in.
And we don't know where we're going in the jungle, just that we're going to the jungle?
No, the instructions were to land in the jungle and then howl, and the Gorgynei will find you.
Anywhere in the jungle?
At dusk, specifically.
At dusk. Yeah, so I mean, if we're dropping lower, we could find a clearing, or it's one of the tops of those peaks that's kind of poking through the canopies of trees. If we wanted to navigate down, we could.
Yeah.
Yeah, like why would these folk who've been isolating in a remote place to stay out of the attention of the civilization, why would they want to help us?
Oh, it's true. It's really... This is still so new for me. With the recent loss of control, maybe they can teach me to harness it more. Or maybe there's more to unlock. Maybe I have to just dig a little deeper. Maybe I could turn like a 3-headed werewolf or something.
Whoa.
Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It feels like this is what they do.
Do you like being a werewolf?
I do. I mean, it's exciting. It's new. It's invigorating. Plus, my senses are so heightened, I can smell everything, hear everything. I mean, I was pretty perceptive before, but it's not like this.
Do see something that's kind of poking through down there if you want to look over the side.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
You kind of just pop over Chetney and glance over, and you can see plainly through the mist as it kind of shifts by what looks to be like a military outpost. Some sort of a stone-built watchtower with like a small fortress battlement, but it looks like it has sustained damage and been abandoned.
Captain Xandus, while we're waiting out the storm, can we at least pull over closer to those ruins?
Oh yeah, sure. By all means, we'll go ahead and get the ladder put off the side if you're feeling fancy about exploring, and then we'll, check it out, I guess.
They automatically have to accept you, right?
No, No.
Oh, they did not like you at all and
Yeah, when I
chase
made
us out
my
of the
way
woods?
through the Flocat Alps and into the northern part of the Savalier Wood back in where I came from, I came across another group of people like me. And Rodrigues, she always said, like, you learn from the wisest, but there's a pecking order, and you had to kind of earn your place.
Oh.
It didn't go well before, so I'm hoping for some instruction, maybe.
Did they kick you out?
Kind of.
Did they kick your ass?
No. But I was given a kind of a warning. Kind of an ultimatum.
What do you mean? What kind of an ultimatum?
Elaborate.
Well, it's they consider it a gift, but it's something they keep kind of, contained. So if you're careless with it, or if it starts to spread, they'll rein that in sometimes.
What does that mean?
Were you spreading it?
No, I haven't been, but I think there are times where it can kind of run amok and people get the wrong idea and are careless with the gift.
So if you would have potentially bitten...
Yeah, that would be bad. I think it's transmit. That's how I got it.
You were bitten?
Yeah.
By who?
By Gurge?
No, I was just trapping for food in the Savalier Wood. I made my way south out of Uthadern, and so I was just living, doing my own surviving.
So then would that werewolf be in trouble for spreading it since they bit you?
Oh, I killed that werewolf.
How?
Well, I'm pretty crafty, but he was already a little fucked up. Anyway, he bit me, I killed him, and then he changed back, and that seemed strange. And then there was a group of people that I think were hunting him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like post-mortem, he changed back?
Yeah.
And then did the hunters hunt you instead?
No, I think that's kind of where the choice comes in. They give you a chance to, try and control it or see if it's going to go the wrong way. Some people just lose themselves to it, I guess. They get so excited by the primal nature of it, You can see.
How
Sorry.
quick did it set in?
Calm down.
The first moon.
First moon.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's somebody that's going to be the alpha. And, you just have to submit to that at first and then try and prove yourself. And maybe they'll be able to teach me how to avoid the red flare. Maybe they know more about that. I just don't want to be a danger to this group.
So, when we
To aspire to.
when we run into the Gorgynei, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to, just stand behind you and, look badass?
Well, I think, animal behavior is kind of at play, so you don't have to be totally submissive, but maybe, just a little acknowledgement of them.
If animal behavior's at play, does that mean that you're going to have to challenge the alpha for respect or anything?
No, not unless I wanted to be the alpha.
Well, you are the alpha. It doesn't say that on your arm.
Recognize the alpha. Most people would not look at me and think, yep, there goes an alpha. You have to find it inside of yourself. Recognize it in your day-to-day life. FCG, there's an alpha in all of us.
It's true. Even in me?
Sure. You don't have to be subservient to anyone. But that doesn't mean we're gonna not be subservient to the Gorgynei, because they'll fucking tear our heads off.
All right.
Gordy throws the ladder off the side of the ship.
Thank God.
Just off the side as the...
Yeah, if you want to find out, you gotta fuck around. You ready?
I'm ready. Just start waking my way down.
You all begin to climb down. You have a bit of shelter here from the immediate cold dampness of the storm as you kind of find it more peaceful beneath the canopy here. While the transition is more challenging to gauge under the current conditions, the light does begin to dim, and there is a faint coloration change to where you denote this to be likely around dusk.
Okay. We're gonna do this thing. Light this candle. You ready?
You want us to do it with you?
No.
Oh.
We want to give a sense of strength as we howl.
Strength?
It's no offense, but just watch, and I'll grab my Adam's apple, and I'll just rip down my body like a zipper on a hoodie. We'll just peel off Chetney as the giant wolf.
Do you have... All right.
Classical.
The howl is
that do it for you, Lana?
piercing and at the same time resonant. It cuts through your bodies to the point where you feel kind of the bassy vibration as well as the higher end at the same time. It would send your blood cold if you didn't know the source.
I'm sure it takes a minute.
Well, what if Fern
turns into a wolf?
Yeah, I could do that, definitely.
Because I think I can only hold it for an hour.
Should I help you?
Sure.
I'm a wolf.
All right, so
I'm a wolf.
Just for a wolf.
You can all join too on the count of 3. 1, 3.
okay.
That one sounded hurt.
That's a baby.
Different sounds all seem to echo at distances you're unaware of. Far, but just barely audible by your acute hearing senses. As you're all kind of sitting around the fire, kind of glancing about, Fern, in your wolven form, you glance over and see as Laudna is by the fire, just kind of, trying to keep warm, kind of staring into it, a shape seems to drop from one of the sections of stone ruin that's open in the wall, and just kind of
I'm gonna tense so Orem knows.
You don't know this.
I'm gonna tense up so Orem knows and point with my nose.
Plus we have mental connection, just so you
Yes.
You glance over, and in the shadow, all you see for a moment is the flash of 2 yellow eyes, as it seems the light catches something animalistic.
Imogen? So, there's something out here.
Something out where?
Outside?
Is it outside or is it inside?
There's a stone wall behind Laudna, and there's a section of stone that is out of it, roughly about 2 feet wide by about 3.5 feet tall, and a shape just kind of glanced through it and then darted behind it.
I take out pate. I used to do this with you all the time.
Yeah.
Do an interpretive dance for me.
You throw him in the fire?
Dance for mama. Shit, Lana.
Sing for me. Make a little shadow puppets on the wall. Do a little dance.
All right. Just give me a theme. Something to work with.
Oh, all right. Well, we're in this old tower where there used to be a war back in the Apex War.
Yeah.
So give me a tale of battle and death and horror.
All right. I need some music.
Okay.
It just goes into starts going into this
Thank you.
this oddly disjointed, horrifying, but beautiful journey of. No, it's real bad. It's incomprehensible. You can't. At times, you think either he's dancing or he's having a physical issue. You're uncertain, but he seems into it at the very least. While this is happening, you glancing with your high passive perception, you see
quietly.
2 other sets of eyes just kind of appear in the shadows outside of the ruin.
I guess I'll mentally tell Chet, I think they're here.
I'll kind of step out where Fern and Orm are.
And you see, as stepping out of the rain, hood up, a humanoid figure, wide shoulders. Looks like in one hand is a giant hammer. It looks to be about a 6.5 foot tall figure. It steps through, and you can see what looks to be dark gray-brown hide armor. The cloak itself is a jet black coloration. And beneath the hood, you can see what looks to be the snout of a deep red-orange tiger.
Deep red-orange tiger?
There's a weretiger.
The eyes now, with this low light, is just the firelight hitting it, and it's causing that unique kind of flash of glow and color as it shifts its head, looking and taking all of you in.
I come seeking an audience with...
I spelled this terribly.
Divaasheela?
Well, you found her. Awesome.
It's an honor. I've never met her. You're beautiful. So sorry, I was set by Agit back in Drusar. I was told that the Gorgynei might be someone that could share some wisdom or insight into my condition. I too am like you.
Snaps. And then from all the other sides, you see what looks to be 5 other figures step kind of surrounding your troop. You see one lithe, thin, what looks to be a panther lycanthrope with jet black fur, one kind of milky white eye, and what looks to be dark brown leathers with 2 short swords kind of out to the sides that just kind of like leans in. You also see, dressed in pale gray leather with metallic bracers, another werewolf. This one with a wide back and what looks to be like a stocky center. And this one has a heavy crossbow in its grasp, and it's kind of like leans forward.
I'm living right now.
Beyond that, you see another werewolf, one massive wereboar with like a dark gray kind of wiry tuft fur across its body and a large snout with tusks that curl outward, as well as what looks to be a massive bipedal grizzly bear of a man.
We're in Centaur world.
I was hoping maybe there was something that I could learn from the Gorgynei. Plus, we're coming up against incredible odds ourselves in things that affect this realm, and perhaps we could exchange what we know and for some insight or wisdom that you may have gleaned.
There are some who find us wanting a gift. Show me your true self.
Yeah, bitch! And I'll grab my thighs and like Magic Mike, I just fucking rip my pants up. And I just start like a fucking flash dance. And I go over, I pull on a branch and like rain falls down.
There's an amusement there, but definitely a like, okay.
Well, friends of Agit's are possible allies of ours. Stay close. I'll take you to the village.
Take it to the village.
This is good.
Pushing onward. Close to almost an hour or so of travel, their mighty, angry, growling, snarling hunt sprint begins to slow to a more moderate pace. And then, one by one, their forms begin to drop into their less bestial forms. You also see the Weretiger revert into now what looks to be a female human in her late 40s or so, with short, dark red hair with gray streaks in like 3 places that kind of just push to the back. All right. Welcome to Barinak.
Barinak.
And rounding a bend, you can just see a glimmer of almost this firelight, kind of just refracting off the wetness of the nearby trees. And turning around this kind of rocky hillside, you see before you a collection of elaborate jungle tree houses and huts connected by rope bridges and ladders. It is a village, a uniquely built mid-jungle hidden society.
Oh my.
With, at an initial glance, 2 to 3 dozen people seem to be in the process of gathering around what looks to be a central, small, collected fire pit. At this point, Menard turns around and goes, "Oh, by the way, if you tell anyone about this place, we'll have to find and kill you. Hope you understand."
It was expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all continue walking in, and the people you met look like soldiers, warriors, trained fighters. And you see a few more amongst the populace here, but you also see people that just look like people. Farmers, some, dirty, kind of setting down their bundles of tinder and twigs. You see an individual that is collecting rainwater and is now dispensing it to other folk who have simple clay mugs. It's just a small society here. The woman who was once the Weretiger now kind of stands before your troop. "My real name is Annaline."
Annaline? The Annaline?
The name you were given was a password of trust of sorts.
Oh.
It was the name I once took. But it's not often someone brings such a large collection of characters here for simple training.
Yes, my friends, and they are my friends. We call ourselves Bell's Hells. We right wrongs and cause other wrongs. It's not really important, but there are things at play. And before, my intent had just become to come and learn, to try and control the beast within, but it hadn't been as hard before. Lately, there have been new developments that have made it a little more unpredictable.
They all kind of glance at each other. Ruidus does bring with it a particular itch. It always has. Stronger as it grows in recent times, but no more than that. If you come here to... And you see now here in like the firelight of the central fire of the village, she really kind of takes a full inspection of you. You hold yourself like you have seen some training, and I can see scars along your body. This is not your first encounter with Hemocraft, is it?
No. No, it's not.
You have taken the Hunter's Bane already.
I have.
Huh. Well then. Welcome to the Gorgynei. Now, there is much to learn and much to train. Many weeks to work on how we can hone your abilities and tackle the seed of this discomfort and uncontrolled beast within.
Weeks? You don't happen to have like a weekend seminar or, like a downloadable PDF?
These words make no sense to my
Right,
ears.
sorry.
How strong is that itch?
Nothing to worry about. At least not for us. What is different about you?
I'm not sure. It started as an itch, but it...
Can I just check body postures? Are they still relaxed? Everybody's cool.
And everyone seems to be standing as they were, though they're all definitely listening intently to what you're saying.
Fuck it. It was more than an itch. Like a compulsion. I'm sorry to say I lost myself to the desire to change, and I had to have a little sense knocked into me to come out of it.
So you have lost the control of your beast.
Just once. Or
the discipline required outside of this strange, uncontrolled itch is a lifelong discipline. What you are asking for, if not beyond our training, will take a lot of time and focus. At least within the limits of Hemocraft.
I got my work cut out for me.
Should we come back in a few weeks and pick you up?
So much to do. We're on our way to Eos. Don't suppose you spent a lot of time there.
Not particularly, though. We do have an arrangement with an individual there. The Gorgynei do not have a welcome place amongst the bulk of society for obvious reasons. But we have made an accord in recent years with the Court of the Lambent Path within Eos. They have allowed us to continue living within the Gloomed Jungles in secrecy, so long as they allow us to exist. We maintain the safety of the roads through the jungle, hunting and eliminating unnatural threats that begin to take root here.
So you get to roam the woods, but you trim it when bad things take root.
More or less. We are, if anything, beings that embrace the nature of the hunt, under the guidance of Sayadon.
And you sort of like gesture over towards that stone statue that you hadn't really gotten a good look at. And now that you look over towards it and your eyes have adjusted to the modicum of light that exists here, it is a 12-foot tall stone sculpture. It looks to be semi-humanoid, semi-bestial, and it's simple. It isn't extremely well detailed, but it definitely strikes now in this light what looks to be an arched back with arms out, with multiple heads, almost like 3 various bestial heads, all howling or growling upward. In one hand, you see what looks to be like a heart, just resting within its clawed grasp. And the other, a growing sapling.
A growing what?
Sapling. Sidon is a powerful ancient spirit of these jungles. A Shanador lore speaks that she is the protector of both hunter and prey, to maintain the balance of the living jungle. Some say that the spirit has always existed. Others believe that it is a vigilant spirit under Seratani.
Those of you who speak Marquesian?
I do.
I do.
Seratani is the Marquesian name for the Wild Mother.
I wonder if maybe it has more wisdom to share for your predicament than we do, since you are in such a hurry to do such big things.
I would be interested to learn.
Come, you all look hungry. Please, supply them with meals. We will convene. But a moment.
This is very kind of you. Thank you for your generosity. Your name?
I'm Tarad Cornet.
Tarad.
Do everyone in the village share the gift? Same gift?
Gift is a word, yeah. Some call it a gift. Most of us just kind of get by with it. It's cursed in some cases. But yeah, we all are blessed by the beast. And, support each other. And if it feels like it's getting a little too rough, then we, and he points over, and you can see there's one of the largest jungle trees that this village is built near. Its root structure is massive and wide. It spreads out wide. It's a squat tree. It's not extremely tall, but it definitely spreads out wide. And all across it, you can see chains just wrapped all through it and around it. And they are all just kind of loosely bundled in a pile in the front now with manacles and bindings. Well, I think there is something we could try.
That's great. That's great.
I do not know if you are ready for it, as I make no promises. Do you hold yourself in high esteem when it comes to your constitution and will?
Oh, yeah. Willpower is 10 out of 10.
Rest now. Stay here for the night. For in the morning we will walk to the temple of Sayadun, Zavrola. And if you are lucky, the spirit will meet with you. And it will either excise this itch or excise you.
That sounds... I would be honored. I'm up to the task.
Good. You care about this one.
You can speak freely, it's okay. If you want to have my feelings.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
And if he were to lose his way, you would not hesitate to put him down.
I feel bad about it later.
But yeah, we would definitely take him down.
Good. That's confidence on both sides. Pack your things. Tell your ship it might be a bit. 'Tis about a day's travel to the east.
All right.
This is where many of us have had our own communions, and some of us have given in to the beast afterward. So, you will be challenged, you will be tested, and you will be judged. Perhaps all of you. Stay as warm and dry as you can. Tomorrow's journey will not be pleasant should you catch a cold. She puts her hood up, turns around, and then walks back off into the jungle. Manad is kind of leaning against one of the trees, kind of... Well, all right, you heard her. I guess we get to keep journeying. It's gonna get real wild tomorrow. I guarantee you. Turns around and you watch as he morphs into his werepanther form and then leaps off into the distant brush.
It was pretty hot. Yeah, it was really hot.
I should teach him the elastic trick for his clothes,
Yeah, I
though.
guess, yeah.
Although he's a fucking sexy
maybe you
asshole.
should have
Holy shit.
Let that go.
Yeah.
They'll get there.
He's not right in front of you. He when they joined in, he kind of stepped back and began his work with the rest of the people that are currently in the process of battening down for the storm and finishing up daily chores. It is now getting close to the middle of the night, and it is pitch black outside from the central fire here and a few small lanterns that are hanging around. So most folks are getting ready for bed, it looks like. But as you gather your loner furs and gather at the base of the makeshift tent tree, here in the middle of nowhere, uncertain where you stand or where you're going,
What the fuck is happening?
lost in the center of the unfamiliar gloomed jungles of Shenador, you lay down to uncomfortably try and find rest for whatever weirdness and dangers the following day. You bed down, or we'll pick up our next session.
This is the best!
This is cool.
This is so much fun!
They made a bunch of tree houses of the jungle. This is so cool.
They're where tree houses.
So weird tree houses.